In January, I bought my first film camera. This is the Mamiya RZ67. It's a medium format film camera. Shooting on film has always been something that I really wanted to get into, but kind of felt intimidated just by how different the process was to digital. And I've been shooting digital for almost a decade, so getting into this has definitely been quite the learning curve. This year, I really dove into the process and I wanted to share what I learned and how it compares to digital. The photographers that I always looked up to were guys like Jamie Hawksworth, Colin Dodgson, James Harvey Kelly, Terrence Connors. And the one thing they have in common is they all shoot on film and they all handprint their work. I wanted to show you guys the difference of what a darkroom print looks like versus what a film scan looks like. So both of these are right out of the box. I didn't edit these at all, and this is what you're gonna get back from a scan versus a darkroom print. What you'll notice right off the bat is how different the colors are and just the overall texture in the image. So obviously you could edit the film scan to be a bit more like the darkroom print, but you're never going to get that texture, that sort of magic that's in the handprint. And I wanted to show you the difference of a print versus a digital image. So I took these two photos back to back, the same lighting, the same conditions, just to kind of compare what these two things look like. For me, the hand printing has such a magic to it. It has this just like this miracle, this kind of it has this kind of effortless beauty and texture that the digital photography just does not replicate. So the cost is a huge thing to consider if you're thinking about getting into film photography. If you look on B&H, a pack of 5 for Portra 400 is $80. Then you take into consideration the developing and scanning, which is gonna be like $12 per roll, so per 10 images. And then every handprint is like $35 on average. So it's a pretty serious investment if that's something you're looking to get into. Photographers spend literally thousands of dollars if they shoot a whole campaign on film, from buying the rolls of film to the post-processing. It's seriously like that cost adds up so quickly. So I mean, yeah, like what I'm doing now is I'll shoot a campaign fully digital and then I'll take the really standout images that I really like and I'll just capture 1 or 2 frames of that on the RZ. And that's what's been working for me. Like I don't have the kind of budgets where I could shoot a whole campaign on film. So is film photography worth it? To me, it absolutely is. I don't think there's any real way to replicate the beauty of film and how the film prints onto the paper and like that marriage. I don't think it's something that can be replicated in digital photography. It's just a matter of what you're willing to spend because it is so expensive. And it's also a bit of a process in like the turnaround times for your images. Like you won't see these images for, if you have to ship out your negatives to a lab, you won't see those back for at least a week or 2. So it's a lot different than just having like the instant gratification of going home, throwing your photos in Lightroom and having them that same day. In my opinion, there's actually not much of a purpose of shooting film if you're not going to get the images printed. If you're just going to take them to a lab and get them scanned, they don't have the same magic. They almost look like a digital image anyway. The grain is not the same as if you were to hand print. The colors are nowhere near as nice and as dense as they would be from a hand print. So yeah, I don't know, like, not to discourage, but I mean, that's just my take. And real quick, if you are enjoying this video is sponsored by myself. If you're like me and you shoot photos and also shoot video, this is my LUT. It's called Baseco. It's a Sony S-Log3 conversion LUT, one-click LUT, and you can get it now for 20% off with the code subscriber. So yeah, if you are a Sony shooter and you also shoot video, go check it out.